Some nerve you have to break up my lonely and tell me you want me. How dare you march into my heart? Oh, how rude of you to ruin my miserable and tell me I'm beautiful. 'Cause I was
This is my wife.
Oh my Jesus. Good morning. I haven't worn shorts in so long, it's crazy. Hey you guys. So, happy Sunday. I do have earrings in the car. I have earrings in. We're just, today we gotta run some errands. We actually gotta go grocery shopping or figure out what babe wants for dinner and buy accordingly.
We gotta talk about lunch first.
What do you want for lunch? You said panda.
Oh yeah, bro.
Unless you want something different.
I've already had that this morning.
Well, so, we're gonna go to the beauty supply because my mom had this cute little ponytail thing. Like they have, you've seen people on YouTube who be like, fake the puff. And she had one that was really cute. I was like, Mama! So I need to go get one.
Which way do I go down that way?
Lucas and Hunt Natural Bridge. You can go to Highway.
Which highway though? Might bring phone.
70. 70 to Lucas and Hunt.
Alright.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, that's 70.
Yeah, 70 was not that's a really
270 to 170 to 70 or no that way. It don't really matter. You guys, I think I'm gonna have a sit down talk today about self-esteem because it took me a long time. It's still something that I'm still learning to do is have more self-esteem for myself than for what others think about me, if that makes sense. It took me a long time to wear my natural hair just out in public.
I didn't see it for years. What do you mean? All the time she had this long, luscious, curly, straight hair. And then I seen her with her real curls. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was like,
what'd you think about my real curls?
Why it takes so long for me to see that real shit? You know?
What'd you think about my real curls when you first seen them?
I liked it, but I just can't believe it took that long for me to finally see it.
Do you know, once I started wearing, I think I started wearing weave at like 13. Actual like weave, not like, I guess technically I started wearing weave at like 8 because that's when I started actually getting braids. And you know, braids take weave, but it like the actual like sewing, gluing, weave, I didn't start wearing until I was like 13. And then after that, I just kept on it. Like I was like, nobody's gonna see my natural hair, which in fact damaged my hair. But my hair was originally damaged when I was in foster care. One of my foster moms at the time, she permed my hair, relaxed my hair when I was only 2. So it damaged my curl pattern, it damaged my hair. Being that young, like my brain and my hair follicles couldn't even gather that information. Like what is this chemical? Like, so then when I actually had to go back home with my mom and we got to stay permanently, she just kept doing the relaxers. And at one point my hair was really, really long. I had about shoulder length hair throughout like elementary school. And then by the time my 8th grade year rolled around, I started wearing weaves and I just kept on it. And then my junior year is when I actually started wearing wigs because I had to actually chop all of my hair off. My hair started falling out in chunks. And because I was wearing weave, you know, people really didn't know. And I started wearing wigs and I just thought I kept on it, and I wasn't using it as a protective style per se, but I was using it like to protect my feelings or what people would think that like my hair was short. And nowadays, I mean, it's just a natural, just a cut, it's just a style that women are wearing. But being a freshman in high school, I really didn't think like boys would like the short cut, like we have matching hairstyles. But that was just my own personal feeling back then. But I've learned, even now with my weight, like I've always been in like large clothes, and that's just because my hips are a little bit larger. Just because my family genes, my calves don't fit into very small pants. So even if I got my waist to a 0, I still couldn't because my calves are huge, so they wouldn't even fit in those. big self-esteem killer when I started doing that, but nobody really noticed other than I did, because I already know what I looked like before, and it was just like, oh. But now I'm just like, you can't whine about losing weight and you haven't done anything to do so. I'm like, no, guess not. Love the skin you're in, honey. Love the skin you're in, because it's the only skin you get. But it's always nice. I have this man here. He always lets me know he loves it, no matter what. Oh my God. What are they doing? Why are you right next to the... Oh, why is she waiting? Really, babe? If you get over without using a blinker, I promise you, there's a water bottle in this car that I can throw. I have bad road rage, you guys. Just a little bit. You trying to text. He trying to text.
Jeez.
What is with people? Like, if you don't know how to text and drive, don't do it. Like, you shouldn't do it no matter what. But if you seriously cannot do the speed limit of text, you shouldn't be texting. Pull the fuck over if it's that important. But I can guarantee her pussy's not that good that you need to text her at this very moment. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real about it. Oh, baby, you're coming up so
I know
close.
her little poop, her little pussy.
It's not, no.
Little pussy.
There's
Shout out to Fly, that's the funniest.
there should be
A little pussy and a little
nothing
more
more
power than I
important.
expect.
There should be nothing more important than driving and paying attention to the road and other people, because what people don't understand is I'm that person who, if I'm at a red light, I will text people, but I won't change, like, from, even though the light turns green, I have to put my phone down and then I go, especially if I'm behind somebody, like, they have to be already turning at the light before I even take off. Like, that's who I am. And I'm always like, if I can't pull over, like, it's not that important. If it can't wait till light, like, no. But I do have, most phones have car mode, so most times you can get the freaking message to read the fuck out loud. So, and then most phones, especially I know we have the iPhone, I just learned how to use Hey Siri. I didn't have it set up, that's why it wouldn't work. But she can, I mean, you can have Siri read the text message, send the text what you want back. Like, come on. All in the comfort of your car without moving your hands off the wheel. But experienced drivers, you know, you got it like that. Today's a very soft beat, you guys, soft. I didn't even do my eyebrows really. I just filled them in just a tad. So it kind of looks like I have eyebrows, but I really don't. I wish we had like a eyebrow bar here. Like they do in, what is it? Out in California. Like, y'all have 1,000,001 of them, or in Atlanta. Like here in St. Louis, you gotta go all the way to like Chesterfield or St. Charles. Let me tell you something about that life. On like a busy Saturday, you'll be sitting there for hours on a Sunday. But I do want to get my eyebrows tattooed so I can just have permanent boss ass eyebrows. Save me a step in the morning. I'm just saying. But I don't really want somebody having a needle that close to my brain or my eyeball. Am I the only one who feels that way? Right on. But we're just traveling, so I'll probably hit up with you guys later. I know yesterday I didn't vlog very much while we were out and about. Just kind of enjoying the moment. You better not. You better know how to drive that thing. I always like people who come from like other states. Like, you could tell they not from St. Louis at all. You have a BMW. Babe.
Get the fuck out my way. Where the fuck is you going? Are you okay? You in the fast lane. Fuck out of here.
Why do people buy BMWs or Audis and they don't want to drive them?
You doing less than 60.
I'm gonna need you to slow down because it's a tight turn.
Oh, I'm scared. Here we go. E-brake.
Really? Yeah. I've watched people run into this wall or flip the car. I think you go right.
Oh.
Oh, hey, County. I don't have any seatbelt.
It's getting really, really
Babe, move
good.
your arm.
You act like they got a camera or something that can see through the car and see if you got your seatbelt on or not. I need to have that camera.
You do know they do have back cameras.
But they don't have a camera that can see through a car to see if you have...
My windows aren't technically tinted, so they can definitely see that there's not a big-ass strap going across my body.
Kiss me, woman.
You have white shit on your face. Don't.
Upset.
I know. My dog
What
shit.
did you thought I was going to say?
With you?
What you said about...
With you, I'm always scared. Green light. Oh, my eyes.
Okay.
They definitely just ran that fucking light. Are you serious?
The police don't care.
Obviously.
They only want you to got drugs and guns.
She definitely ran that fucking light. Our light was green. There was no way. What is with me?
Popo, you doing some intriguing things today.
I'm good, but I ride next to him with no seatbelt. Are you serious? This bitch just ran a fucking red light?
Is it on my left hand or my right hand side?
Probably on your left. Yeah, because it's in that plaza.
It's in that plaza.
Yeah.
That plaza. That plaza.
You excited about that?
Yeah.
You guys excited? Hey guys. So I had to stop by work because what? I had to stop by work because I forgot that I needed to. I had a money order in my wallet. Like that's a big no. What was in my car? They gave it to me as I'm leaving. I'm like, I don't feel like going back inside. And I'm like, oh, I'll just turn it in tomorrow because they gave it to me on a Friday. And I'm like, bitch. Then I'm like, dumbass, you don't work tomorrow. I'm like, oh. So I just brought it here. And then I actually typed my leases because I have 2 move-ins tomorrow. So yay. Yay. So that's going to be nice. And then, what else? Now we're going to go. You want to get lunch or you want to stop somewhere and get...
What?
You want to go to lunch? You going to lunch? Go.
What was the other thing that you said? Why am I going that way?
Because I'm trying to tell you go for the light.
What was the other thing that you said?
What was I trying to say? Or you just want to go home and wait for lunch, for dinner. But it's already 3 o'clock by the time we get home.
I'm hungry now.
You know. For baby.
I know.
So, did that. It's always funny when your residents see you and you're not full glammed. Like, today is so basic, it's not even funny. And, because usually, like, I have different color eyeshadow, and y'all know I be popping. No, not really, but. And then I have on shorts. Usually I have to have, like, on a skirt or pants or capris. Like, I never have on shorts. And I rarely wear, I think I have 1 pair of capris. So, that's about it. Oh, I just bought a new dress, so I can put a belt on with that. That's gonna be cute. I know how I'm gonna wear that dress. Turn up. But we're just gonna go get lunch, and then we're gonna go home, and we actually need to look up flights because we do plan on going to Barcelona next year for his for babe's birthday, and hopefully by then it'll be like a nice little honeymoon because I plan to be married by next September. If I'm not, we have an issue.
It's only been 2 years and you want to really look at it like that. So got another year to doubt.
7 years. No, you have 3 years for me to be engaged and married, sir.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Because once I get engaged, I don't want to be engaged that long. I really only want to be engaged for like 6 months.
Jesus.
Let it set in, and then after that, because what the fuck? I don't understand. Like, I understand if like you have to plan. If you're planning out, we're not planning a full wedding. I'm not that intrigued with people paying for people to come and eat and drink for free. I think we could do like a barbecue or a cookout. That works. But as far as like an actual whole wedding ceremony, I really don't like that many people for them to be. I feel like that's a very intimate. Like his mom, my mom, our siblings, good, close friends, like maybe 2 friends. That's it. Other than that, I don't care. But yeah. Then we can have a nice honeymoon. I can have a nice honeymoon. I can have more money set aside for a house because people spend like almost 30 grand for a freaking wedding for 1 day. 1 day. Like maybe after maybe our 20 year. anniversary. I know I'm gonna be married to you for eternity, so maybe for 20.
Don't kill me first.
Yeah, maybe for 20 years we'll do a big ass wedding, but for day one, I'm good. I probably do. In 20 years, I'll probably still be like, I want a trip.
She's gonna be too preoccupied with the ring on her fucking finger.
Yeah, but I don't want to be engaged that long. I feel like a year and a half is a nice time to be engaged. But like all these people who are like, I've been engaged for 4 years. Like, why? Why have you been engaged in fucking long? Be married. Because my thing is, once you're engaged, you might as well get married, because if something happens to that person, you have no rights to that person at all. You're just engaged. I don't think people know the actual legal stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Like
legally, if y'all been in a relationship for 7 years, legally, y'all technically she's entitled to something.
She is entitled to something, but if the courts say no and the family, just like now, I'm my dad's power of attorney for medical.
They can't. If she has proof that she's been dating dude for 7 years, that's legally they married.
No, but there's no papers. If somebody wanted to overturn it, they can overturn it. That 7-year shit went out the window years ago, babe. It's just in the eye of people now. Turn right here.
It's just in the eye of people.
Yeah. Like now, they overturn that shit. That's why I had to go do power of attorney with my dad, because now that he's legally married, his wife has all legal proceedings over him.
Oh, we don't want all that there.
Yeah, like I want to be able to call when my dad, when we pull the cord, when we don't, like, because my dad irritates the shit out of me, but we have like a love-hate relationship that works for us. Like, I will always love my dad just because he is my father, and there's things that I got from my dad that I didn't get from my mom that are awesome, and there's things that I got from my mom that I didn't get from my dad that are awesome. Like my parents, I'm like a perfect blend of my parents. My brothers, unfortunately, are so temperamental. It's not even funny. But we're about to go eat panda, you guys, so I'll see you guys in a little bit.
You passing me by, passing me by, passing me by. Caught a glimpse of you from the corner of my eye. Passing me by. That used to be me driving that ride, and it used to be you by my side. I'd do anything just to have you back in my, back in my passenger side.